What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the You Don't Know Ball pod. We have a guest today, and we didn't kick Dobbs off. He's just sick with the flu, so
We hope you're doing better, Dobbs.
you're better, Dobbs.
Yes, sir.
Rest well. But Nathan, welcome to the podcast.
It's great to be here. It's great to be known as the Dobbs, but better looking version of Dobbs.
I was telling him we should just call him Dobbs the entire podcast.
Yeah.
That would be very hard.
Okay.
It'd be hard.
Okay.
But we had a good day of football. I think at one point Scott Hansen said that every single game was within one score
At some
during
point.
the noon slate, I think. So that's
about
fun.
right.
But we are going to start off with our power rankings. Connor, take us away.
Top 5. As you know, list is pretty much similar to last week, but we got the Chiefs, the Bills. I moved the Eagles up. I put the Ravens in there, and I got the Packers still at 5, even though they lost to the Giants. I think when it all comes down to the wire, I'm going to trust Aaron Rodgers to do it. He got unlucky last week. They led him all the way down to the goal line. They were going to score, but, shit happens. Sometimes you lose football games against good teams with good coaches, like the Giants surely have in Brian Dable. So I think the Packers will get right. I think they're still a top 5 team.
Is Dable a Coach of the Year candidate?
Give it to him.
yeah,
Give it
he
to him right
is.
now. Give it to him right now.
I mean, I think he's got to be the reason Matt Rule lost his job. I mean, you look at Matt Rule, hasn't won anything, and you got to kind of wonder,
Why
like
can't
he
you
can tell you it's a process, but then you look at Dable, a team that, I mean, who didn't think they were winning maybe 3 games this year, sitting
Yeah.
at 4-1, beating good teams.
Dable's almost doing more with less.
Yeah, more with
Funny
less.
enough,
lot-
too,
a lot
there
less.
was a
I mean, you don't have
PFF clip.
CMC.
Right.
There was a PFF clip today where Collinsworth was talking about Matt Rule, and he played a clip, and it was talking about how he just needs like a few years or something wasn't built. It wasn't Rome. I don't know. Whatever. And then he's like, Dable's done it in his first year with like no receivers,
None.
and Dable's got to be him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's putting guys like Danny Dimes. Now people are wondering, does he stick around?
Right.
I mean,
right.
and it was a pretty clear
No.
Danny Dimes is done this year. And now you're kind of like, wow, if they can win games with him, why not ride with him? Considering it's hard to get a quarterback, especially if they're not going to be in a position to get a top guy in the draft. Free agency isn't just a hit every time. I mean, we saw with Russ, can't just go grab a veteran. Doesn't always work.
Facts.
So you
Job
got to
well
ride
done.
with who you got.
Yeah. All right, Nathan. Let's hear that top 5.
Yeah. Before I get to my top 5, I would like to say about the Packers something that I heard. Not to be a hater, I'm not a Bears fan or anything, but they
Really?
were talking about Rodgers, and I think everyone expected Rodgers and the Packers the offense to be a little slow this year. I think their biggest scare for them is their defense. I mean, everyone on that defense almost is a first-round pick for them, a dude that they drafted in-house, and I mean, the defense is playing like garbage. I mean, you can't always look at Rodgers. I mean, Rodgers is going to do a lot, but that defense has to be way better for them. Should be a top 5 defense pretty easily with the talent they have.
Letting up 27 to the
Giants,
and then 24 to Bailey Zappi and the Patriots
Yeah.
last week at home.
Mm-hmm.
A little scary.
Not good enough for that defense, for sure. But my top
Let's
5,
go.
pretty similar. Pretty similar is the Chiefs, Bills, Eagles, Ravens. And then I got the 49ers in here. I like the 49ers. I mean, especially recent years, going to the NFC Championship almost every year the last couple of years. I think the big thing with them is, I mean, they were on the Trey Lance project all year. Jimmy G's in. And yeah, he knows the offense. But every offseason for the NFL, you have to change your offensive scheme a lot because, I mean, you're seeing it with the Bengals right now. They're kind of getting figured out. And, like, they didn't clearly Taylor didn't change their offense a lot. So he didn't have the playbook all offseason. He's just kind of looking at it now because he's the starter now. So I think they're only going to get better on offense. They finally got Kittle involved in the game last week. The defense is always going to be great. I know they just lost Mosley to an ACL tear, which is tough for them. But, I mean, that's just a team. Kyle Shanahan, I'd put my money on him all day.
Yes, sir.
I agree.
Also-
Javarius Ward has been playing very good, too.
Yeah.
Also don't know about Nick Bosa and his groin.
Yeah, that's
His
tough.
groin. Yeah,
That's
I
tough.
mean, tell me a Bosa brother that doesn't get hurt every year.
They're
Doesn't
both,
Joey
they're both
have-
hurt with groins
They're
right
both hurt
now.
Right now with groins. I mean,
Yeah.
I've never seen Joey Bosa play a full season.
It's because they're fucking muscle hamsters,
I mean,
bro.
yeah.
They need to
football players,
stretch,
but-
lean out a little bit.
Right.
Yeah. Consistency.
All right. My top 5. I think top 3 is the same as, and it's just in a different order as these two. I'm going Eagles, Chiefs, Bills, Cowboys, and Chargers. I really want to talk about the Cowboys for a second. it's not the offense that I want to talk about. It's the defense that I want to talk about. Everything is just clicking. Micah was hurt yesterday, and he came in and played on third down at their money downs. He finished with 2 sacks, I think. I think he's top 3 or top 5 in all like
Pressures, sacks,
TFLs,
hits.
all that.
Yep.
Depoy is loading for him.
Mhm.
If Dak can just come back and just, he's obviously going to be better than Cooper because they had 100 yard.
don't know.
No,
I mean, just tell me if they lose one, maybe one more. If they lose one more game before Dak comes, you think you bench him for Dak?
If he wins one more,
No, I'm saying if they only lose like one more game.
Oh,
under,
yeah.
If they only lose one game under Cooper Rush because they haven't lost one.
Well,
I don't
that's
think
the
they
thing.
will,
That's
but-
the thing. If Jerry Jones paid Dak, he's not going to sit him. And he had 100 passing yards yesterday, and the last 9 came with like 3 minutes left in the fourth to get him to 100. But Dak just needs to be better, and that's all it is. And that team can go. I was saying it before we got on. I don't know if this is blasphemous to say to like Bears fans as myself, but is the Cowboys defense playing like the 2018 Bears defense? It looks really similar. The D-line is just dominant. I mean, DeMarcus Lawrence, Dorrance Armstrong, I believe. Yeah, he's one of those guys that are just playing crazy. Of course, Micah. I don't know. They're fired up. I like what I'm seeing from them. Just stay away from that curse that they get into like middle of the season.
Yeah, we'll see what happens comes playoff time if they make it there. But
I think they're in a pretty good spot right
they are.
now.
But the NFC East,
It's
that's a tough
it's
division
tough.
so
It's
far.
tough, but I think they'll be all right.
I think you're right.
all right. Mine, I have the Eagles, the Bills, the Chiefs, the Cowboys, and the Ravens. I've had the Eagles at 1 for the past 2 weeks, so I have to stick with them just because they haven't lost. I promise you, as soon as they lose, they're going right under the Bills and Chiefs. But I want to talk about the Ravens real quick. Short, sweet, simple. They don't look that great. You know, Lamar's missing throws. They don't look like a John Harbaugh-led team, right? Or Jim, sorry. I get it mixed.
I
No,
think it's
John. Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. But, you know, they've only been losing for 14 seconds of gameplay. And I think that's very impressive. So once they clean up those mistakes, I think they're going to run away with the AFC North for sure. And Lamar's definitely him. Although last night was tough, but he's still him.
What I like about the Ravens is they're a team that consistently beats teams that they're supposed to beat and is always in games with good teams, which is recipe for winning football. They never play down to their competition and they rise to the occasion when they play good teams. So Ravens are definitely a team to look out for. And I think they'll only get better with the secondary and stuff. I know they've had some injuries in the secondary, and I really think Kyle Hamilton will
Once he
turn
gets
up
used to it,
once
yeah.
he gets used to it. That secondary with Humphrey and Marcus Peters had a good game last night. I mean, there's so much talent back there. He should have a chance to blossom.
It almost
later
it's
on.
like they have to figure it out
Yeah.
back
Well,
there because there's
mhm.
too much talent.
too much talent.
If I'm not mistaken, they were regarded as like one of the best units before the season,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they just didn't play well. So
Yeah.
we know they have the talent. They're going to come around eventually.
Yeah,
They-
it's also tough to play well when the game script is that you're always playing a team that's you're behind. Like that team
They're
is going
throwing
to
a
pass a
ton.
lot, so obviously you're going to allow the most passing
Mhm.
yards in the league when the team has to throw 100 times a game.
Right.
So like, yeah, people get caught up in that. Oh, they're letting up all these yards, but it's not on the secondary completely.
I thought the most impressive thing yesterday, because I know Burrow had some quote about like how do you get better, but they were saying they couldn't beat the cover 2 last night, or just 2 guys over the top. They could not do anything. I know T. Higgins went down early in the game, but still, like that's
It's
still
the
kind
run
of
game.
it's still
No
kind
run
of
game.
worrisome that they're
Mhm.
not attacking downfield.
Mhm.
I think it was 4 yards per attempt yesterday, the lowest he's ever had in his
Mhm.
career. So shout out to the Ravens defense. They really showed. I was really scared about the 3 receivers of the Bengals gonna go light it up.
It also helped
because-
that T got hurt too.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
But that, yeah,
No, when you look at Joe Burrow's completions from that game, he had like maybe 3 that were over 10 yards.
Jamar Chase had like,
And I'm like, I always said like a couple weeks ago, I'm like, Zach Taylor doesn't call plays where the routes are going farther than 10 yards. So it's on Zach Taylor at this point. And
Hello,
you
Matt
know what? I
Nagy.
hate that guy. Yeah.
How
So-
many
Matt
people do you
Nagy.
think regret taking Chase over Jettas in fantasy?
a lot.
Because
of
I would
people.
say a lot of people took Jamar over Jettas in their drafts.
yeah,
Every draft I was, Jamar went first.
really.
I
Mhm.
did take Jamar, but that was in our dynasty. Like
Yeah.
I took him
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
Jettas, but that was based on him being a year younger, and I think the quarterback situation, I feel like Joe Burrow a lot more sustainable than Kirk Cousins being older. There's no way he'll be there in 2 years if they haven't won a Super Bowl yet. You know, you got to move on and find someone that can maybe elevate you after Kirk Cousins. Right. But I totally agree. Jettas is, I mean, I think it's situational though. Jettas is in that O'Connell, right?
Mhm.
Offense now where Cooper Kupp was in. I mean, they're giving him looks. I think Taylor, kind of like what I said earlier, I don't think they changed a lot in the offseason with their offense, and people are figuring it out. They're taking away the deep stuff, forcing Joe to be less aggressive, which he's not that kind of quarterback. He doesn't want to take what's given. He wants to make a play. That's kind of his game style. He's a gunslinger. I mean, that's why he's the Favre of this generation, in my opinion. He's going to throw 20 picks, but he'll give you 40 touchdowns this year, sort of thing. But no, I totally agree last night. And I think last night was a great emergence of Marcus Peters, who they were looked at such a great unit at the beginning of the year because they had all that talent. But I mean, Marcus Peters was coming off a bad ACL tear. That stuff, you know, it takes a couple weeks of confidence to where you're not going to get burnt and your knee's not going to give out, that sort of thing. So I think the Ravens defense is only going to get a lot better in the secondary.
They had Jamar upset last night.
Yeah.
Oh, he was visibly sick.
Visibly upset. In his face, Marlon was talking shit.
Well, especially because Boyd, I don't think Boyd is going to give enough attention
Boyd didn't
with
do
no
much last
Higgins.
night.
Yeah, but no attention from Higgins being taken away from Jamar. He's getting locked up. And Tyler Boyd's a great 3 receiver, but a 2 receiver who's going to really get a lot of separation. I don't think he's in that situation to be able to. They struggle without their 3 guys.
Yeah, no, they need it for sure.
Hayden Hurst looked nice too.
Hayden Hurst is a
Yeah, he was playing
dude.
well.
I've been so high on him. I think he's a great receiving option. I'm glad that he's actually getting used too. One more note on the Ravens, and then we'll move on to the first game. Like I said this before, and they're tied for the most picks in the NFL with 8, and tied for the most turnovers in the NFL with 11. So like they give up a ton of yards, yeah, but they are making plays. They're getting the ball back for the offense and whatnot too. Hunter, your game?
All right. New game this week, fellas. New game.
Yeah, so
Are we going to need the whiteboards?
no, you guys don't need a whiteboard.
It should be like rapid fire.
Yeah,
right?
it's pretty
so-
rapid fire. You may like want to give a response just to, explain why you're doing this.
Okay, let's keep it short though.
Yeah,
So, like,
yeah. Don't take too long. But basically, the game I'm going to be playing today is just a fantasy game, real quick. So, as you guys know, Geno Smith has been balling out. He's the fantasy quarterback 6 in PPR.
Yes.
So
sir.
basically, what I'm going to do is I am going to give you a quarterback that is currently, in another quarterback, and you have to tell me whether you take Geno for the rest of the year or this other quarterback that I'm giving you. I'll also give you their rankings of where they're currently at in fantasy points.
Okay.
Is this like Geno just in general, or on replacing that dude on that team?
The
So,
fantasy.
it's
just
fantasy
for
wise.
fantasy.
For
Okay.
fantasy. So, and we'll do redraft PPR, so it's not like a dynasty thing. So it's like this year we'll finish out the year.
Let's start Connor and
Yeah.
then down the line.
So I'm gonna do it based off like current rankings. So I'm gonna go from low to high. So first we have number 23 at Stafford. Would you rather have Stafford the rest of the year or Geno Smith?
I'm going to say Geno just because I like the offense better. And, with that offensive line that Stafford's working with, a lot of turnovers. I don't like what they've got going on there.
I couldn't agree more. I would definitely have to go with Geno right now. I think I would say Geno has better weapons. I haven't seen anything from Allen Robinson. I mean, also Stafford, only looking at Cooper Kupp is a problem. And the offensive line is terrible.
Mhm.
I mean, they miss Whitworth.
This
but they do bad.
Skowronek too.
It's
Yeah.
ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Geno.
That's crazy coming from you because I know you love Stafford.
I
and the
do.
Rams, so that's wild.
I do love Stafford. Don't get me wrong, and I hope he fixes himself up and figures it out. But I'm gonna say Geno because I think the Seahawks will be, just for fantasy purposes too, I think they're gonna be down a lot. Maybe
That's one of my reasons.
So-
Good point.
I mean,
Shootouts.
they're gonna be chasing points. DK Lockett. I'm gonna look at the film again. He was making some sick throws yesterday.
Mhm.
Oh man, like it was like
throws he's never made before.
and it's like, are you sure that's Geno? Kind of thing. And it was wild. It was wild. But that's for later on.
Let
Yeah.
Geno cook.
Let Geno cook.
Let Geno
I'm going
cook.
Geno as well for the sole basis of they're going to be losing in a lot of games. He's going to throw the ball a lot. And those touchdowns to Lockett, the play was like identical. And he just dropped it right in behind the defenders.
Beautiful.
It was beautiful. Give me Geno.
Yeah, I mean, I would take Geno as well. And something I just want to point out is like you know, he's running that offense a lot more efficiently than Russ was. He's executing in areas that Russ was not across the middle of the field. So I think something to also point out is like, even though Tannehill's on the downturn, you never know. He may have a couple years in him where he balls out and is, I don't want to say like dark horse MVP, because Tannehill, I feel like was up there 1 or 2 years like that. But I feel like he can definitely be like a top 10 fantasy quarterback maybe next year and the year after, depending on how the Seahawks improve and how he continues to play. But it's only 5 weeks. So next we're going to go 18, Rodgers.
Rodgers or Geno Smith?
I'll go first. I'm just going to take Geno again for the sole reasoning being he's going to be losing a lot of games. And Matt LaFleur's in love with the run scheme right now. And I get it. They have 2 great running backs and a great offensive line. Pound the football. So give me Geno.
Yeah, I'm going to say Geno because I like the receivers the Seahawks have. Well, a lot more than what the Packers are rolling out. And I still think that's going to be their downfall. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it could get better along the season, but you have to remember Watson's rookie, Romeo Dobbs is a rookie. Like, there's going to be some mistakes. They're not pros yet, like all pros and stuff like that. So I think that's going to be, I still believe it's their downfall. So give me Geno.
I'm such a not a Bears fan for saying this, but I'm going to go Rodgers, and I'm going to go Rodgers for the fact that I said earlier is that defense is not playing well. I think the receivers are only going to get better as the season goes on, and to me, it's Rodgers back-to-back MVP. I would be very surprised if he didn't put up 30-plus touchdowns this year. And yeah, Geno is cooking right now, but it's tough for me to say he'll sustain that throughout the season.
Right.
I mean, I've never seen his career. Was this guy 12 years in the league now?
Yeah, he's
Something.
32.
He's been in here. What is it?
He's 32.
32? Yeah. I mean, he's been in here
That's
for
crazy.
10-plus years, and it's tough for me to say he'll sustain it and have a better career year than Rodgers. And I think Rodgers and that offense will only get better. And I can't say the same about their defense because it should already be good. So I think that will only lead to more shootouts for the Packers later on in the season.
Yeah, I want to say Rodgers too. The only problem I have with Rodgers fantasy wise is just the game script. Like they like to run the ball. They're most of the time always up early in the game, so they take the foot off the gas early, and that's just not what you want for fantasy purposes. But I want to say Rodgers.
I think they learned that take the foot off the gas lesson pretty hard against the Giants.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
they took the
true.
foot off the gas, and that came back to bite them in the ass, and they lost to the Giants. So
Yeah.
I don't think that will really – I think LaFleur, if he's a good coach like I think he is, I think he'll learn from that and won't have his team do that and continue to be aggressive and play their game and not play whatever the situation is. Play your game.
I'll go Rodgers too then.
Okay, so I will take Geno over Rodgers just strictly off the basis of I just think he's going to execute in that offense. I think it's strictly like a system thing, like honestly. And I just don't know. Like I just don't trust Rodgers at this point. He's still that guy, but like just this year is not, to me, I don't know. Whenever I take Rodgers in fantasy, he shits the bed. So I took him this year. So number 14, Russell Wilson.
I don't think we have to go.
Russ is
Like,
14.
Let's ride.
That's insane.
It's just
that
because
he's over Rodgers.
it's just because of his week 4 game. It has to be.
Oh,
He scored
against
30
the Raiders.
points.
You ever done anything dangerous?
Dude.
I'll tell you what's dangerous. Starting him every week after this performance.
I'll tell you something more dangerous.
Starting 2 Packers running backs.
The capital they gave up. The Broncos.
Yeah.
That's the real.
He's in contract till like 2029.
You know what? They pay him in 2027. I believe it's like $40-something million.
Every year
It
they
just
have to
gets
pay him
bad.
more and more money, and it gets harder and harder to build around him too. Like I get it, they got young, good pieces and whatnot, but I mean, it's gonna come back to bite them in the ass.
So who would you rather have?
I can't. I'm doing Geno. I can't do
I
Russ.
think it'll be quick.
Yeah, I'm Geno too, and also because didn't Russ hurt his lateral?
Oh yeah, he just like
Some-
tore
some
it.
of his-
He did say
in
that,
his,
yeah.
in his
His
shoulder,
shoulder,
like
yeah.
in his
Yeah.
lat. So I mean, wasn't throwing a good ball before. Can't throw a good one now.
Yeah, Geno for sure.
Geno.
Surprisingly, I'm actually going to take Russ on this. He's my fucking dynasty quarterback, so I have to ride with him.
Geno's
But,
fine.
No bias.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Geno's my dynasty.
He's a broken
quarterback.
car right now. But I think the thing with him, in my opinion, is just I honestly feel like I think Hackett's a clown. And like I feel like at some point it's just gonna be like Russ is gonna be making the decisions. Like I feel like Hackett's already kind of like giving Russ a little bit of leash, but I think week 8, week 9, it's gonna get to the point where it's just like, all right, Russ just has to go because Hackett is obviously just not the guy. But Next,
Hold on, wait, Hunter. Before you go next,
Yeah.
I have to give you some credit. You have been staying by Russ's side ever since Thursday night.
So
It has been unreal. I respect it though, because I mean, I don't know how you can watch that Thursday night game and be like, yeah.
So
he's still there. I
I could have
respect
thrown
it
that
though.
slant. I could have thrown that slant pre-play.
he got me really mad,
Yeah.
so I like threw him on the trade block, and he's gonna be my flex quarterback. Jared Goff's gonna be my starter.
You have to do it sometimes.
Oh,
for your
I gotta
fantasy
send a
players.
message,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
So I
DM him or something. on
Yeah.
Insta.
So I don't know. It's tough. I don't know. I hope he rebounds. But number 12, Brady.
Brady.
The Bucks don't look good.
Brady.
Definitely Brady.
Brady, but I'm really worried about his, like, every time he gets in the red zone. Yeah, he hasn't been able to put touchdowns. He put up like 400 yards this week, but he only threw one touchdown. It was to Fournette. Yeah, I think he misses Gronk a lot. So
He does.
I'm going to take Brady too.
Yeah, I would go Brady for just the reason that they've been hit with the injury bug hard early in the year. I mean, they do have a lot of older guys, so that's going to happen with a guy like Julio. You can't expect him to play every game. But, I mean, they've been hit with injuries at their O-line. That's affected their running game, which has affected their running game in the red zone. I mean, you look at those red zone drives where they're not scoring touchdowns. It's from the 7, and you tried to rush it, and you got nothing, and then you're throwing a 10-yard ball in the red zone where there's so many guys back there. It's tough to score touchdowns that way. It really is when the running game isn't working great. I mean, as a Lenny owner in fantasy, he gets 50 yards rushing, but will get 100 yards receiving. And this is Leonard Fournette. That's how you know the run game sucks.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think improvement in the O-line health-wise and receivers will only get Tom Brady a better second half of the year.
Give me Brady solely based off he's on his revenge tour shit right now.
Solely based off that he's divorcing Gazelle.
Yeah. That boy is gonna turn it up. That boy finna go crazy.
I'm going Geno here. Last one I have a bonus one for Connor, but
Did you say?
I said at the beginning.
11, Kirk Cousins.
Oh, I'm taking Kirk.
Yeah, give me
For
Kirk.
sure.
Yeah,
I love
definitely
that
Kirk.
O'Connell offense. Like,
Yeah.
watching that live the other day, like, he is just
Bears
it
fan
reminds
happy.
it reminds me of like a Shanahan and McDaniels type of offense. Like, a lot of motion, a lot of misdirection, a lot of play action, I think is huge for Kirk. So Kirk's gonna put up some good numbers this year.
Do you have Jefferson in fantasy?
I do.
Well, I think I would wonder, though, looking back at O'Connell, yeah, he's had some great times during the season already. You've seen his offense really come to full spin, like especially against the Bears in the first half. But then I wonder what the hell happened second half. I mean, you're playing the Bears, not looking like a great team this year. And then the offense is looking like trash. I mean, putting their defense in bad situations for the Vikings. I mean, you wonder why it didn't pick up in the second half. And I've noticed that in some games they start off hot and then kind of let off. So that does concern me.
I'm gonna say Kirk too, but to your point of like them being slow, kind of. You just look at the Monday night game
Against the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean Kirk is probably really scared of the lights, but still, there wasn't
Okay.
much going.
We need you guys know the guy that's afraid of the sun and bench warmers?
Yeah.
We need to make that a meme with
Yes,
Kirk.
that's perfect. That's perfect.
There we go.
I don't like you,
Fire.
Kirk. Sorry, but yes, I'll take Kirk here.
Give
I
me
would
Kirk.
take Kirk too. I don't know if I said that.
Yeah, give me Kirk. That offense is fun to watch. Justin Jefferson had 9 catches for 120 yards in the first quarter, something like that. Like, come on. I know it's the Bears, but like, that's still crazy. That's some Cooper Kupp shit. Like, actually, yeah.
He
The
wishes.
craziest thing is I was listening to the Hogan Johns podcast, and they said like what they took his over for catches on like 10, and he had like that in the first half.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this is
They took
ridiculous.
Jettas.
They do like over and under like for Bears game, like Bears situations.
Oh yeah.
And they said like how many catches will Jettas have in the game, and they said like 10.
I'm gonna.
10's
sorry.
like a high number, and he just hit that in the first
Like-
quarter.
like-
I'm gonna bet against the running back, whatever running back's facing the Bears.
Yeah.
I don't care. His yards. I don't care. I did it the last 2 weeks, and it's been
Hater.
wonderful.
Hater.
Okay,
All right, boys.
so
Let's go.
let me ask this bonus question.
Okay.
Number 19, Tua. Are you taking Tua, or are you taking Tua healthy, or are you taking?
I'm absolutely taking Tua. No doubt about it. Yes.
I'd have to go to it too.
Yes.
I just wanted to use it.
Yeah.
I guess Tua. Tua because of the offense.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
McDaniels,
Tua,
McDaniels
yeah.
offense.
I'd take
Jalen
Tua.
Waddle.
Waddle, everyone.
I'm gonna do
around.
so bad this week, Connor.
All right, that's my game.
All right. Thank you, Hunter. That was a fire game. I enjoyed that one a lot. All right. Next game we got up is the highest graded passers from week 5. So, Nathan, since you're new to this game, you're going to write down 5 quarterbacks that you think had the highest PFF grade from this last week. So the PFF grade is a little different. It's not completely statistical.
These are the dudes that just like were efficient, right? That's what they're basing this off of.
And
played well.
What did we say last week? Turnover-worthy plays. It's what really kills you.
Yeah. So if you're throwing a lot of turnover-worthy balls, that's a problem. If you're throwing a lot of big-time throws, that helps your grade.
This is just for this week's performance.
Just
right?
for this week. So you're gonna write 5 players down. Hunter, do you want to use my whiteboard?
Why is it always Geno and Brissett, bro? It has to be.
Yeah, the last couple has been Brissett, Geno. So you get 5 points for getting the top one right. You can get 4 for second, and so on. If your guy lands on the top 10, I'm gonna give you half a point. Tyler has won the last 2 weeks in a row. So let's see if somebody
Tyler
can
stop
dethrone him.
looking at my whiteboard.
We can look up
He might be
stats,
cheating.
right?
Yeah, you can look up stats because it's just purely Pro Football Focus grades. So it's a different list every week. A lot of surprises every week, but I think you guys are gonna do pretty well this week.
I don't think I am.
I will do good. That's a guarantee.
Hi, Tyler.
Hi.
Do you want to sound? Just let me see.
That's a W.
There we go.
Yeah, thank you.
Why is Tyler on the PFF Instagram page?
Bro, he always does that.
What do you mean by that?
This is an interesting list for sure. I think one's gonna be fun.
Oh, fuck.
It's always interesting.
Do you think? You know what you should do? You should at the end of the year rank like the weeks.
Oh.
Like
I don't know how you do it. I don't know. It was
Like,
a very non thought out idea.
for like yeah, we can workshop that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, bad idea.
Was Bailey Zappi efficient? Yeah. Fuck yeah, he was.
Oh my god,
17 for 21, baby.
QB controversy.
He also had a pick, though. No, actually.
There could be.
You said 5?
5 quarterbacks. that
You know, these are the
think.
first 5 I wrote down, and I don't care. I'm just going to ride with them. They're
Stick-
gross.
Stick with the gut.
And I'm telling you, after what I've learned, a lot of gross quarterbacks find their way onto these lists. So
That is very true, actually. So this is
I have a feeling Brissett's not going to be on it, though. Fuck.
it's gonna be a
Same.
fun one.
Same. I don't think he's on it.
You want to? Let's ride someone else.
He
Fuck
threw a
Brissett.
pick.
He's kind of the goat, though.
He smoked it this week.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
God damn it.
This is tough. I don't like this game.
We've got
It's raw, but I know I'm gonna be
I'm
wrong.
gonna go Bailey. I have to go Zappy because he was 17 and 21.
We've got
he threw a
3
pick though, but it wasn't really his fault.
We've got 3
It bounced off
newcomers
someone's.
to the top 10. People that weren't in the top 10 the last couple of weeks, and we got 3 newcomers.
That's
3?
screaming Zappy. Dude, I always thought it was Bailey Zapp, but it's Bailey Zappy.
Zappy.
Oh my
Need a
god.
little sound bite
All
for
right.
zap.
I really do
Like a
hate this
fly
one.
going
Get
in.
one. I downloaded that Kirk Cousins one while y'all were talking.
Oh, that was fire. That was a good one.
I was cheesing when I thought.
I think the 2 and 9 one was the best.
My
Really?
favorite.
You think him?
We are 2 and 9.
I think it's so funny that like people just like ripped
Oh.
onto him because he was like
He's pretty
so
efficient.
bad at first, and then it became like actually cool to like. Tua.
All the Dolphins fans never lost faith, even though they knew that Herbert got picked like right after him. Like they still were faithful to Tua, which I respect.
This is tough.
Come on,
this is
guys, I'm
always a tough
ready.
game.
Okay, yeah, I need one more. Y'all can.
Tyler and Nathan, you guys.
I
getting
have a
there?
weird feeling this list is going to be so accurate.
I thought that as well, but let me tell you.
There's always this one's a barn burner. For
All right, let's
sure.
go.
You ready?
Yep.
Hunter,
right.
you ready? You need a second.
Yeah, start talking and explaining. I'm gonna write down my last guy.
All right. So our 4 contestants this week, we have Hunter, Nathan, Tyler, the reigning champ, Dylan, who is looking to unseat him. Two-time reigning champ.
Thank
Got to
you.
give you props where you need it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Do you see that? Little something on the side?
me off?
A little something
No,
in his
what?
eye. I don't know.
What?
Nice. I don't care about you.
But this game is Guess the Grade. We are going to be guessing the top 5 highest graded quarterbacks from this week. You're going to get points from 1 through 5, and you're also going to get half a point for the top 10. So, without further ado, why don't we...
Acting like I didn't see it already.
I was cheating.
Who are you putting there?
Is it my,
That's cool
is
as
it my
fuck.
turn?
Oh, I
We're gonna
respect
flip
it.
them. All right, everybody, show their list to the camera.
Oh, I can't
Hunter,
really
if you want to come out.
Yeah, hold up.
All right. Hold it there for
got
a
good-
second. Hold
good
it there for a
handwriting.
second. Make sure that we can see it through the socials and whatnot. There we go. There we go. All right. You can put them away. Now,
Whose is the
I
closest?
like yours. I
I'm
like
not
yours.
sure yet.
I
We're
like
gonna
yours.
figure
I
it
like
out.
I like your 4 and 5. That's why.
The 4 and 5.
I think that's very true. Yes.
all
Oh,
right.
I had Jimmy G.
Yeah.
Look at that. We got some diversity.
I
We
wanted
got
to.
a-
I wanted
They
to.
won the
as well.
football game and he didn't turn it over.
I
Come
wanted
on.
to. Yeah.
Wow, we
Fuck.
got some good lists here,
And
guys.
Debo had like 7 drops.
Did he really?
That does factor in because if it's a pass and it's on target, it's going to be a good grade, even though the wide receiver
Yep.
drops it. So, without further ado, I think this one comes with no surprise. The highest graded quarterback from Week 1 is none
Week
other
5?
than Geno Smith.
Let's
Oh,
go.
did it
right back, baby.
Let's
Smith.
go.
Nathan had him at 1. Shout out. Who else had him at 1? Nope. Tyler had him at 2.
I thought we weren't doing.
No, but I just wanted to, just because.
I didn't even have.
There's
You didn't
definitely
have
an
Geno?
order, and you
It's
didn't
the
put
second
him at
week
the
in a
top of
row
your
where
thing.
I was told there didn't need to be an order,
Yeah.
and then everyone puts it in order.
No,
so
mine wasn't in order.
You have an order over there, Dylan. The way you put them down on your thing.
I don't know.
I just wrote them.
Okay, so
Okay, right.
Tyler,
Oh, your last
Zappy.
one is nice.
Tyler, Dylan,
Yeah,
and Nathan
right?
got
He
5
started
points
out
for
like
that list.
16
threw a
for
pick, though.
16.
5 points.
5 points for Tyler, Dylan, Nathan, the people at the board. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hunter is looking to make a comeback after this one.
It's
He's
not
very
it's
sad.
Not gonna happen.
Come
All right.
on. Come
The
on.
second highest graded passer from Week 5 is none other than Josh Allen.
Let's go.
Josh
Bang,
Allen.
bang, bang, bang.
So we got
Should've
Tyler,
known that.
Tyler, and Dylan. Hunter?
I'm never playing this game.
Yeah, I didn't get him either.
It's hard for the newcomers.
That's the
Tyler,
vibes I was
go.
getting at
Let's
the beginning.
go.
I was
Come
thinking,
on.
don't put anyone in MVP consideration.
That's why I didn't put Allen.
All
That's
the
why I didn't
randos.
put Allen.
That's
Yeah.
bold. That's bold.
All right, we got Dylan and Tyler tied at 9, Nathan at 5, and Hunter is looking to get on the board.
Oh,
So-
you don't say it.
The third highest graded passer from Week 5 is none other than Bailey Zappi.
Let's
Look
go.
at
Let's
that.
go.
Dylan.
Fuck.
I'm
Great.
snapping.
Yeah,
You
Dylan
ready
might
for
have
some
Some of
more
us
now?
stopped watching the Lions game when we bet on the Lions.
Fair.
Hey,
I'm
there
on the
we go.
board.
Hunter
Let's
as well.
go.
Hunter
Let's
is on the
go.
board.
Actually, can we
Let's
get a
go.
video review? I think he changed it.
No, no.
Yeah, we
We
can't
can't
see
see
him
his
over
thing
there.
over
No,
there.
I'm peeping him.
the fuck?
All
I
right,
think he
Dylan
changed
is
it.
3 for 3 right now. Dylan is
I'm
getting
feeling
it.
good.
You're on your shit. You're on your shit, kid. All right. This one's a good one for me. Dobbs, shout out you. You're not here right now.
Zach.
But
Oh,
the fourth
I
highest
thought
graded
it too.
passer
I
from
thought
this
it
week,
too. Fuck.
Zach
way, bro.
fucking
No way.
Wilson.
Wow.
Zach Milfson, Jets Nation.
14
Let's
to
go.
21 for 210.
Let's
Come
go.
on,
That's so
bro.
gross.
He had a 79.7 grade, highest of his career. Boosts his career grade up to over a 70. Zach Wilson is now the highest graded quarterback from that draft class.
He was so ready to say all of this.
Right. He was
So ready.
He had
Once,
it ready.
once
yeah.
I saw his grade, I'm like, yeah, that's going to be a nice one. I don't think anybody had him on his list,
No.
right?
I wrote him down and erased them.
I probably would have. Well, that's fine. I'm going to give you like,
No,
No.
we're not giving
No,
out
no,
handouts.
no, no, no.
this
Hey.
is my game.
I
All right,
don't want any
We don't
points. Don't
give
give me
handouts.
points.
all
bro.
right. Well,
All right,
I didn't
tell
get the
us,
text.
he gets a golden star, all right?
All right, sure.
Give
Give
him
him that.
something.
But ain't no points around here. No freebies,
All right.
dog.
These next ones are kind of gross.
It's crazy.
Oh,
Kind of
Gotta be
gross.
dimes. He's on mine.
it has to be him.
All right.
Damn it! So it's not Brady.
The fifth highest graded quarterback from this week, who also was in it last week, surprisingly, Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton, the
Wow.
fifth highest graded quarterback from last week.
I looked at.
That's a tough
I looked
one
at
to
the
put
Seahawks
down.
game too. Yeah.
That's a
Red
tough one to
rifle.
put down, considering I only saw the Saints on red zone with
Taysom.
Taysom Hill on the field.
Yep.
So
Okay, well, I didn't do this, I did by snap count because like Taysom Hill didn't go in it, but Taysom Hill is actually the fourth highest.
I
graded if
could have
you
guessed that 'cause he
incorporated the
threw
one
a touchdown.
the
yeah.
one toss, but we don't do it like that because then
how
Justin
many?
Jefferson
What
would
was
have been
Andy
up there.
Dalton's stats if you have him in front of you?
Andy Dalton was he was 16 for 24, 190 yards, 8 yards per attempt. He threw one big time throw and one turnover worthy play, so nothing too great. Adjusted completion percentage was
nothing
decent.
spectacular.
Nah, he just did his job. But it was a big drop off from Zach to Andy Dalton, 79 to 72. So after that, it kind of got shaky. But, oh, this one's disgusting. I'm really upset about this guy. Ugh. All right.
So these are 6 through 10, right?
This is 6 through
Yeah.
10. The 6th highest graded passer from this last week, Carson Wentz.
I looked at the game
freaking
too.
Wentz.
I was gonna see if him
And he
or
threw a pick in the end zone, which is surprising
To
because
end the game.
Yeah, end the game.
They-
They lost.
put that as a big factor in their grades. So he must have played very well besides that. Interesting to see. Nobody had him on his
You
list.
can't really say besides that because that was end of the game.
I mean,
That's so
I don't make the
weird.
grades. I don't know.
I know.
Well, if you watch, I don't know if you guys watched the end of that game, but not only did he throw that pick, but the 2 plays before that, he practically threw picks.
Yeah.
One they called out of bounds and one the DB dropped it. So he threw 3 consecutive picks.
Oh, the one in the corner of the end zone
Yeah.
right before. Yeah, that was bad.
He did have 5 big time throws,
Okay.
which is tied with Geno
I
Smith for
think
the lead. But
2
he
of
also
them-
had 2 turnover plays.
2 of them were to De'Ami Brown, probably.
Yeah, I'd assume
Both of
so.
them.
All right.
Touchdowns, I think.
The 7th highest graded passer from this last week is Daniel Jones. Shout out. We got Nathan and Hunter. No,
Me.
and
And
Tyler.
And
All right,
Tyler.
a lot of people got that.
Damn, cool squad.
All right, so you're going to get
He's a
half a
bot.
point,
It's fine.
3.5.
You didn't get any points from it.
That's fine.
Thank
That's
you.
fine.
That's
So
fine.
Justin Fields wasn't
We're
in
tied.
the top 10.
9.5.
We're tied.
Hey,
You got 0.5 for that.
Oh, yeah.
Damn,
Nice.
hype beast.
You don't know.
Tyler.
I have.
Tyler. Is that a
Best
hype
game of
beast?
his career.
Can I
I
snap?
hope he was.
No, you
You
can't.
guys try coming
so.
at me.
You
Yeah.
would think so.
I would hope so.
Damn.
Go ahead, Connor. Next
Oh,
one.
Yikes. Not great.
Not
Not
even
great.
close.
Weird
No,
because-
not really.
Hold on,
Fields-
just real quick. Tell us where Fields is on the
All right,
ranking
Fields
this
is
week.
27 with a 56 overall passing grade.
Tough.
But he also had a 92 an elite grade for
Russian.
the rushing.
But he went 12 for 13 in the second half. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
he's-
150 yards.
something like that.
Yeah.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, the bottom of the list is Burrow's there, and I'm not gonna say the next one.
He burrowed his
All right.
way to the bottom.
Who's that? Who
That
else?
was so
I
bad.
don't know.
The 8th highest
not-
graded
can't be too
passer from this last week is Tom Brady.
Bang,
Tyler,
bang, bang,
Look
bang.
at you coming after it. You're creeping up there. You're at 10.
Yes, sir, Hunter. I love Mike Breen.
Actually, I don't think you're going to catch up, Dylan. So I don't think anybody is, but we're going to do 9 Kirk Cousins and 10 Davis Mills. Did anybody?
I have Kirk.
You had Kirk. Dylan had Kirk.
I
All right.
Kirk.
Hunter also had Kirk. So Dylan will be winning this round with a 12.5
I'm
score.
not touching
the
you. You
highest
flicked me off
score.
before this.
Dylan
Come
had the highest
on.
score of Guess the Grade all time.
Hey.
All time highest
Shake
score.
my hand.
Congratulations
All time?
from over.
Passing of the
Over
torch.
here.
Come on.
I'm not passing you anything.
That's great.
That's cooler than being a 2-time champ, having the greatest one of all time.
No.
Would you look at that? Would you look at that?
I'm not counting my chickens though, so I'm ready
Well,
for
you
the rest of
basically
the year.
just did passing the torch.
Well, thank you guys for listening to Guess the Grade. We got more games up for you next
For
up.
ya.
If we want to go down to the
Yeah,
bar and grab a
let's-
bevy after this, I don't know what's going on.
That
but-
was not very British
No.
English like.
yeah, just
Was
riffing
that
here.
British?
Just riffing here. We're going to Dylan.
All right,
Dylan's got
let's
a great
go.
game for us.
Oh, this one's
Look
fun,
at you already
I
trying to
think.
look at my computer.
No, I'm not, motherfucker.
Can I have your whiteboard?
Yeah.
No.
Or no?
Oh.
You can have it, and then I'll take this one.
Oh, I get to play.
All right, we are playing Guess the Player / kind of fantasy player. It's just yeah. So Nathan, I kind of already described it to you. You get 3 clues and you get a minute to guess. So we're just gonna roll through these.
Are we
Our-
all like on a team, or
no.
we're writing this
Yeah,
down?
write it down
Okay.
on the whiteboard and try to hide it because Tyler's a peeper.
Yeah, Tyler fucking
Yeah,
cheats.
I peeped that last.
I
game.
think I won this before.
we
I
tied
think I won
last
it
week.
twice.
We tied last
You want the rankings?
Tyler, bro.
Are you giving us these 3 hints, or were you asking for them?
No, he's giving it to us.
Tyler and Connor are tied for first right now with the most points.
week. I'm coming for
Well,
your
I have
ass.
2 wins though.
Okay, but you didn't do good last week.
I
and
don't
then
care. I
Connor
have,
caught
I
up
have
to
2
you.
wins. I have 2 wins.
Tyler, I'm
I
on your
don't
team, bro. Don't-
care. Thank you.
No, it's a season-long thing. You guys are tied.
I'm always been on your team, Hunter.
Yeah. Just let me know when you want me to play Mike Breen.
All right, appreciate it. Soon.
I'm uncomfortable.
I'm winning this shit.
All right.
Uncomfortable.
the crown.
No, you're not.
Player number 1. This player is a wide receiver that has a new quarterback this year.
Spicy.
This player scored single digits week 1,
Mm.
but has scored double digits every week since and scored over 25 this week. This
25 this week.
fantasy
Ooh,
points.
I win.
This player is 30 years old
Oh,
and
I
has
don't win.
also finished as a top 20 wide receiver every year since 2018.
30 years old.
He's 30?
Yep.
Oh,
I need to
man.
look at my laptop. Let me see.
How old? Wait, what the fuck?
Oh,
New QB this year.
New QB?
Yep.
New to the team?
He's just playing with a new quarterback.
Yeah, new quarterback.
Oh, this is fire.
Bro, let me see what you got. I already flipped mine down.
No. You ain't gonna right.
I definitely didn't get it right. I don't know.
Did you do that
Ah.
too?
Are you guys ready already?
Wow.
Yeah, we're so ready.
wow. Look at
Can I
you.
look at yours?
Look at you.
No.
My thing's already down.
Let
way
me
over.
see yours. Flip at the same time.
3, 2, 1. Oh, okay,
What?
so we
Everyone
all
ready?
got this.
No,
No,
You guys
right.
are
no, I
ready?
didn't. I didn't. I
Holy
definitely did.
shit.
Are you guys all ready?
We're so ready.
Competitive
Yeah,
game.
go ahead.
All right.
Mine's wrong.
I'm not going. Well, let's just reveal all at the same time. How about that?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Let me show it to that. Damn.
Damn.
I didn't think you guys were on that like that.
You
but
guys all got it right.
Yes,
Holy
sir.
shit.
That's crazy.
Clap for the
I
table.
mean,
clap
he
for the
snapped
table.
us last week,
Right, and I knew he had a bad week one.
and he's
Mhm.
old.
Mhm.
Right, I was thinking like Mike Evans, Lockett. Like
Yeah.
there was a couple.
Was this the week that Mike was suspended, right? Mike didn't play this week.
No, he
Or was
played.
it last
That was
week?
last
That was
week.
last
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
Okay.
I
No,
was
2 weeks
thinking-
ago. 2 weeks ago.
Was that 2 weeks ago?
No, it was last week.
He didn't play versus the Chiefs. Yes, he did.
Oh,
Yes, he did.
Bro, did the fight happen against the Chiefs?
It happened
No,
against
Saints.
the Saints. Him
It
and
was him
Lattimore.
and Sean.
Then,
Oh,
he
yeah,
then he
then it
didn't
was-
play the Chiefs game because it went Saints Chiefs.
hold on.
Really?
Dude, yeah, their last game was
No,
the
he didn't play in the
Chiefs.
Packers game.
Oh, yeah, it was Saints
you're
Packers
right. He didn't play
Chiefs.
the Packers.
Oh, yeah. Smart. But fuck you.
All right.
Tyler Lockett.
I didn't think you guys were gonna get this,
I
but
didn't think.
I
thought it
think.
was-
Oh no, this next player.
That was
But I
easy,
think you guys
bro.
might get this player too.
Okay.
This player is rostered in 0% of leagues.
Roster.
This player scored 2 touchdowns yesterday, but his team lost. This player only had 2 catches.
Oh. Easy.
You better hide that.
I am.
Yeah, super easy. Well, ain't
think
Gabe
I
Davis.
That's who I thought of immediately. I was like, but they won. Bro, what?
And he's definitely on some teams. Like a dude that's not on teams. Did you give us position or no?
It was a wide receiver.
Ah, don't. Yeah, whatever.
I said he had 2 catches.
Yeah.
And-
I mean, I was thinking tight end.
oh, true.
Ain't gonna
He's
get
a wide
anyways.
receiver.
Ain't gonna get anyways.
He had 2
Give
touchdowns.
me a second.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns.
Yep. Over 100 yards.
Rostered in 0% of
Rostered in 0% of leagues.
No, he is not on one team in the world.
Hey,
Hey,
let me tell you.
Start the clock.
Oh, they only have 20 seconds left. I looked at Sleeper and it said 0% roster. So
What if you don't know his name, but you know what number he wears on the team?
I'll accept that when it
Can
comes
you write
to
the team
time.
down too?
They did. Actually, yeah, write the number and the team on your board.
Fuck, I don't even have an answer right now. Give me a second.
Okay, it is done.
Yeah, I give up.
My only one.
Ah!
I got cheese, baby, cheese.
Yeah,
Miami Brown.
Let's go.
Damn it! I love him. I said it.
You literally said it. That's why when I started it off, I said I didn't think anyone was going to get this, but
Dude,
you
and
guys will.
I love Diami coming out of UNC.
Apparently not enough.
Yeah,
You
not
get it
enough.
right.
Well, they weren't giving him love until
Hunter,
this
look
week.
at these clowns.
All I'm gonna say is the missing piece delivers.
Yeah, they're 1-4, buddy,
That's fine.
Dylan, can you say this?
and they're about to be 1-5 come Thursday night. You better believe
You
that.
two for
Facts.
two.
What do you mean
by that? Can you put
Do
the
this-
next one, please?
Do the standings real quick though. I want to know who's in the lead.
Congrats. There's cookies somewhere.
There's
Don't-
Yeah,
don't
there
count
actually
your-
are
There are
cookies.
cookies somewhere.
We can grab
Don't
one.
count your chickens. There's one more. This player is a tight end and has received over 80% snap share every single week this year. This player was labeled to be a breakout player, but has not lived up to it this year. This player had his best game this week, but he still did not score 10 fantasy points.
Ooh. Ooh.
He's a breakout guy. Like he hasn't broken out before.
Everyone was saying he is a breakout player.
Oh yeah.
Tight end.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a tight end.
Yeah.
I got it.
Damn.
I
Plays a
definitely
lot,
got this.
too.
I definitely got this.
A breakout player?
Well, that's not a breakout player.
No, it's really not.
That boy been solidified.
Wait, you said breakout this year.
This player was labeled to be a breakout player coming into this year.
Oh, wait.
Tight end?
Tight end.
I think
Yes.
And this isn't some
Kyle
subjective.
Pitts, right?
No, it's not Kyle
He didn't even
Pitts.
play this week.
It's
so
not
I
even
can't-
Kyle Pitts. This isn't some subjective thing where I'm saying I thought he should have been a breakout. Like a lot of people were saying he could be a breakout player.
I know it just sounds super subjective.
He's supposed to break out. He's how long? Like he's been.
Has
in
this
this
wanna-
dude ever had a good season? Tell me
If
that.
you want to bust out the crown now,
Has he had a good
Connor, it
season?
just sounds like they don't know.
I just don't think they know ball. I don't
They
know.
don't know ball.
know plenty of
You want
ball.
to come here, Dylan?
Oh, stupid.
Damn. Are you kidding me?
Oh yes, yeah. Oh
No.
no.
He's like people thought he was going to be the number 2 on this offense, and he just has not
Stop
done
giving them
anything.
hints. I know the answer.
Okay.
Do you actually?
Wait.
It's not Taysom Hill.
Less than 10 fantasy points this week.
Yeah, he didn't. You can't look at the fucking thing.
You hype beast.
Cheater?
Sorry, it wasn't even him, anyways.
Fucking cheater?
Supposed to break out.
What? Damn it! I'm so
thinking-
confident.
Yeah, you guys all know ball more than us.
All right, listen.
Can I write
one
something?
of the biggest hints was that he has played every single week. He has got over an 80% snap share, so he's on the field all the time.
Can I write
Was he
down a
playing like
different
left
name?
tackle now, or,
Or am
like,
I-
what the fuck?
Is my
Has
list
he been in the
final?
league for a long time? Kind of.
What?
Has he been in the league?
No.
For,
Dylan, is my list final? Can I write down another one?
what?
You can guess another one.
80% snap share?
Oh,
I think.
bang!
I'm giving you guys 30 more seconds.
Bro, what? Can you just like tell me?
No.
Can't be.
I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Fuck.
You guys are gonna be so blown. All right, we've been
You
way
know
over
what?
a
I know
minute.
exactly
We're way over a minute.
Wait.
Wait.
Give me like 2 seconds.
Wait.
Seconds.
Give us the conference since nobody has it.
I don't know how to spell his name.
Or
Yeah.
AFC or NFC.
Yeah,
That's the
Okay,
conference.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
give us
my
one.
Did you
brain's
give us the
moving.
conference yet?
NFC.
NFC.
Fuck my answer.
Okay, division. No, I'm just kidding.
You guys are gonna be so mad.
I know.
You guys are gonna be mad.
I don't know.
You said NFC.
All right.
All right, whatever.
No, no, no.
10, 9, 8, 7,
NFC?
6, 5, 4,
Oh wait.
No, no.
2, 1.
I don't know.
Damn it.
1.
That's not the
One.
guy.
It's not.
1.
That's not
Wait.
the
One.
correct
I can't
answer.
spell
One.
it. I can't spell it. I can't spell it.
One.
I can't spell it.
0. We are going.
Can Connor show
Flip-
his answer first?
Flip your boards. Flip your boards.
Gross.
Let me tell you, that guy is not a breakout candidate.
That guy has been in the league for a long time.
Wait, what was Connor's? Zach
Zach
Ertz?
Ertz.
Yeah.
No, you show the camera
I
your
thought-
answer.
I had Irv Smith
I thought the
first.
same shit.
I wrote down
Smith was a good
Alberto.
one.
All right, I'm ready to fill mine. Ooh.
So y'all just forgot about Cole Kmet?
All right,
No, this one I'm
You're
saying it's
right.
subjective.
Damn
If you ask me as an actual Bears fan, I'll tell you right now, he's one of the worst draft picks we've made in a long time.
A lot of people
He's
on
garbage.
fantasy wise
Thanks,
still
man.
thought he was gonna break
You're
out.
right. I saw motherfuckers taking this man
I
in the
don't know
fifth
if I
round.
saw that.
I hate
You guys
watching
say
him on
that,
the
but
That
no
was a
one
great
drafted
one.
him in any of the fantasy leagues we're
Tyler
in together.
did.
Wait.
This
Hold on.
guy
Actually,
sucks.
let me see
Where
did-
who
where did you
he
drop
got picked in our league because I was in a league where he got picked in the 5th round. Dylan, our
Yeah,
creator
and is
league.
that guy having a good fantasy
Oh, that
season?
guy. No, that guy was throwing his draft.
All right. Well, like he does football TikTok, so I mean, I'd hope that he would at least think about it.
I
but-
reached so far on him last year, and he
You
did
took him in like the
nothing.
5th round last
Well,
year.
yeah, because we were in Dynasty, and I had never drafted Dynasty before, so I didn't understand that you need like veteran players to compete.
But now you have Cole Kmet forever.
Okay. Well, Coke.
well, I don't play in that Dynasty league anymore. My team fucking sucks.
Oh wait, no,
That was a
last
practice
year.
dynasty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
practice league.
I thought
practice
Cole
league.
would be so good, man.
Yeah,
thought
no,
he'd be good
I
for us.
actually had high hopes out of
Same.
him out of Notre Dame, but then I realized he can't create any separation, and he's a sub-average blocker. So I'm
My
wondering-
favorite is
We
when-
wondering what he's
we
doing
took
good
the
for us.
wrong tight end out of Notre Dame. We took him a year too early. Mike Mayer is going to be. You heard it here first. To
He's
the camera,
good.
save this for NFL draft time. Mike Mayer will be a freak. He's going to be a freak.
Do you want to
Notre Dame.
bang?
Yes. Please. Thank you, sir.
A bang for me. I got the dub, baby.
Congrats. Your first one in like.
That's a W, baby. You like that?
I'm pissed. Komet?
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah,
I wasn't
I'm
even
sorry,
thinking about the
Dylan. When you
Bears.
told me he was a breakout player, I mean, his Komet didn't even touch my tongue.
That's what I
Once
think.
you said,
Not even on
once
my
you said he
radar.
was supposed to be a number 2 on the offense, that I feel like that should have clicked.
I actually
Yeah,
think
you're
my
right.
Dallas Goedert one fit that description.
Dallas
so well,
Goedert
though.
has a lot of points. I have him in my
Does he
dynasty.
actually?
Oh,
He's
yeah,
been
yeah,
snapping.
Yeah,
he's a
good.
stud. I like
I
him.
love him.
That was a great one, Dylan. You
Is it
got
Goddard?
us.
Nathan, do you think it's Goddard or Godare? Because we can't figure it out.
It's Goddard.
Okay.
I think it's Godare.
I'm not sure.
I'm
I
pretty
used
sure
to
it's
say it one
Goddard.
way, and then I said it the other
Oh my
way.
I
God.
always listen to what Chris Collinsworth says, and it's Goddard. It's Goddard
Yeah,
for sure.
then it is. Collinsworth is the all-knower.
Yeah.
The gospel.
So Nathan, your game?
PFF God. Yeah. So my game, pretty simple. We don't have to use the whiteboards. We can just go around and say our opinions. But
Him or himmy?
okay. So the game is just called Him or Himmy. So I'm gonna say one guy, just currently in the league, if you would take him over another guy, and we're gonna do running backs. So my guy that we're gonna be talking about today is Lenny. I mean,
Okay.
dog. It's my fantasy stud this year. Had a great week this week. Again, didn't rush the ball more than he caught the ball, but hey, that's why we do PPR leagues, people.
Talk about a resurgence too of his career.
Oh yeah,
I love Lenny. I had him the last 2 years in our league.
yeah. I mean, I think he went into a terrible time in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked good at first, and then, I mean, if you've heard him talk about it, it was like he was kind of standing there like, why are we getting rid of all our good players?
Did you listen to the Pivot Pod?
Yeah,
with
him on the Pivot
That
Pod.
was sick, yeah.
He was just like, why are we getting rid of all our good players? Why would I even want to stay
Yeah,
here?
he
And then they cut him
cut him.
because basically he was just like being vocal about, yeah, we'll never win games if we don't keep our good players, which is exactly how any sport works ever. So,
And he didn't want to tank either. He was just like,
Right,
I'm
he
not
wants to go
he's,
play-
he's
he
a
wants
winner.
to go
And he-
win.
Yeah, and he said that. He was like, I have never lost in my life. I mean, he won it. He didn't have an amazing career at LSU winning wise, but
It was
I mean,
pretty good.
they're
He had a
still
good-
winning
not
7
winning,
games a year.
Yeah, not winning,
you know?
but himself though, he had.
Yeah,
Pretty
no,
good
he had an
career.
amazing career, but winning wise, you know,
No.
they're still winning 7 games a year. He was
Hey,
never on a
yeah.
team where he's on the Jags and it's like 3 dubs is like, hey, nice. We met expectations.
Right.
Yeah. So first guy up is Lenny. I thought he'd be a good guy to start with, kind of in the upper middle pack.
Oh,
First guy to compare to him, I
Oh,
thought.
Should we
we'd
go
with-
rapid fire or
We could go rapid fire, and then every once in a while, if someone feels strongly about it, they could be, you know,
Okay.
maybe if there's one outlier
Yeah.
that picks him, that
Is
guy
this,
can kind of say why.
fantasy?
No, this is just for your team. Like, if you need
Okay.
to pick this running back, would you pick him over
Oh,
Lenny?
no fantasy?
No fantasy.
Okay.
This is just
Alright.
like, this dude, I want him on my football team
okay.
type shit. All
Alright.
right, but first guy, Alvin Kamara. And we got to also bring in just like his current status. You know, how is he doing this year? I know we haven't seen a
Suspension.
lot from Kamara. Possible suspension next year. So, you know, this is looking, if you're going to pick this guy, like, I'd want him over Lenny long term. But yeah, let's just start Dylan down there.
I'll take
Kamara or
Fournette. I'll take Fournette.
I'm gonna take Kamara. I think he might be a better receiving back, like running routes. I don't know. Yeah, I'll just take Kamara. That's tough though. They're like this.
It's tough. It's tough because you say that, and then
And then
you're
you
like,
think, like,
wow,
Lenny
Lenny
could
had
do
a
it
great
too, right?
receiving
He
Yeah.
year
is a
last
much
year.
better receiving back than
people think. Yeah.
But I also think Lenny better position and better team than Kamara.
Yeah.
And Kamara, little injury bugs the last couple of
Yeah.
years, which is like, not that Lenny hasn't had any of those problems, but man, I was so high on Kamara
Yeah.
like last year. I mean, he's a dog. But
So you're still gonna? Are you taking?
I think I'm taking Lenny right now, though. I mean,
Okay.
I haven't seen a lot from Kamara, and I feel like Lenny always gives you what I want.
the way that like I thought of this question right away is like flip both players on the other team. Kamara
How
and
would
the
they
Bucks.
perform?
Oh my
Kamara and the
Lord.
Bucks, like yeah,
Oh, that's
like
true.
yeah, and then Lenny on the Saints, like well, what is
I'm
he gonna do?
taking-
So I'm gonna take Kamara because
I do. Wow.
like
I
that
gotta
was
agree
that
with
was
that.
cool.
Yeah.
That was
Kamara
cool.
on the Bucks.
Yeah.
Are you serious? That's a first
It's
round.
kind of
pick.
like
Okay, so-
what they want with Zaire.
Are we talking about suspension?
Or
though, too?
Rashad
'Cause,
White?
like,
Rashad White, yeah.
I think you have to factor that in a little bit.
that's why I took Lenny.
yeah.
I don't want to get
Suspension.
Wait,
twisted.
would you
like,
factor it in with?
like suspension and whatnot?
Yeah, but I mean, at most, that suspension's only like 2 games next year. 3
Six.
games. Six.
Yeah,
Really?
6.
Yeah. But I mean, I think we got to think about this question like we're taking these guys rest of their career sort of thing.
I'll still go Kamara.
I'm going Kamara too.
I think I'm gonna go Kamara strictly because, like, kind of like what Connor was saying. They're both like almost equally as good in their own ways, but I see as a team like game planning more for a Kamara, and he's more of like I see him more as like a feature player
Mhm.
than Lenny. You know,
I like that.
I think you guys kind of swayed me. I think I'm gonna have to go back to my Kamara roots. I'm always been a Kamara guy.
Let's go.
And his aspect of out of the backfield. I mean, to me,
Yeah,
no one better besides CMC out of the backfield.
probably right.
Like
yes.
probably when everyone in the league is healthy. I mean, there's no one else I'd rather throw a screen to. I mean, how many times have we seen Kamara just like bounce off NFL linemen tackling him like it looked like he got hit by a tackling dummy?
Like he
It's
still like
insane.
walks, like runs in stride. Like he can bounce
Yeah.
off, weep, and then he's still on the stride.
Unbelievable
He's pretty
balance.
fucking good,
His
yeah.
balance,
Yeah,
unbelievable.
pretty good.
That's a good one though. I like that start.
All right, next guy I got up Lenny or I got Zeke on this one.
Leonard Fournette.
I think
easy.
it's a Lenny.
Yeah, I
sweep.
think
Lenny,
that's kind of
Lenny.
an easy one. That was
Actually,
kind of a toss up.
no, I'm going Zeke just because I'm sticking to my roots.
That's biasy. I mean,
I'm
think
sticking to my roots. You said you were
would
sticking to your
have been
roots.
better if I said Tony Pollard.
yeah.
No.
Would
Yeah.
Tony Pollard pull anyone in more? Because
If
if
we're
we're
ta-
talking,
if
we're talking
the
about-
game
if we're
yesterday,
talking-
but Tony
No.
definitely looked better than Zeke.
If we're talking about like career wise,
yeah, for the rest of their career right
oh my
now.
god.
Oh,
yeah,
rest of the, yeah.
But would you take Tony over Lenny right now?
no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
But
But
Tony is like 24, 25.
but I would take him to Pollard over Zeke though. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, I
better
think I would
comparison.
too.
Same.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
You can't compare Zeke and Pollard. They complement each other really well.
No, you totally.
All I'm
can.
saying is
They complement
Pollard.
each other really
Pollard
well.
was
100%
on.
can.
Pollard was on a decent amount of 3rd and 1s, 2nd and shorts instead of
What
Zeke.
college did Zeke go to?
The greatest in the fucking
Was
world.
it?
That's
was it the
what I
one you
said.
like?
That's why you
Okay,
said
it
you're
was
going
the
to
one-
stick to. You said you're sticking to your Kamara roots. So I'm going to stick to my Zeke.
That's
roots.
Kamara roots on him just being raw.
Zeke.
Like, I don't
was
like
Zeke-
Tennessee.
Was
you don't
Zeke,
see me with
was
the
Zeke
Bulls
not the
t-shirt
best
on.
running back in the NFL for 4 years? Yes, he was.
No,
Oh, you're so crazy.
no, because you can't say the years that he was hurt at the beginning, like
What?
what he missed his sophomore year or his junior year, or
He
no,
got
Dak was hurt.
suspended.
All right, no,
And
but
Dak was hurt, so it was only him.
But like you want to say, oh, Dak was hurt. Oh, he's not going to perform if Dak's hurt. I mean, fucking Saquon is performing with Danny Dimes, Joe Judge era as a rookie. I mean, you can do it if you're that guy.
Okay, you want to know something?
And
You wanna know something?
don't say
You wanna
that
know
when
something?
Zeke, the
You-
beginning of his career, his whole rookie contract, had 3, not just Pro Bowlers, 3 all-pro offensive
Yes.
linemen on his line
Okay.
every year.
Zeke-
Who do the Giants have for Saquon's rookie year?
Okay, but can I say Zeke's
Yeah, go for it.
1631 and
No.
15
They
touchdowns?
led the league, yeah.
And then the next year, 983 is 1434, 1357, and 12 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's
Zeke
bad.
was the
But
best
so
running back
how's
in
he
the
been
league.
doing after he got paid?
Yeah, it's called getting older and taking a lot more hits.
So
Yeah,
he's
you're
not worth that contract.
He's not Derrick Henry.
No, obviously
what?
not worth it. No,
There is no.
So right now, you don't think they'd be better off if
I'm
they
just.
could?
I
if they
just told you I'm taking Zeke because it's my roots.
Okay,
That's what it is.
okay. My bad. I didn't mean to get you upset, dog.
I love Zeke and I love what he did for me. in
You
LSU.
are Zeke's knight in shining armor.
Yeah,
Anybody says a bad word about
love
him,
him.
you are pulling up
I love him.
low Game of Thrones action.
You don't
like
respect my
frickin-
love for him or something?
I do.
I respect your love
You
for
ever done
Zach
anything
Wilson
dangerous?
sometimes.
Stop.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I
you don't
don't.
respect any of mine.
Yeah, you're right. I don't.
That's
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's on me. Next one,
All right, next one. I think this is a good one. Joe Mixon.
Lenny.
Lenny.
Really? I feel like there's so much hate for Joe Mixon on a pass-heavy offense. Like, he had a great year last year with a terrible O-line.
Yeah,
It is confusing that O-line has been playing as bad as it has. I do think O-line is so much more chemistry-based than people really take for granted. I mean, you threw on, is it 3 new guys or 4 new guys?
Three.
Well, 4 counting the rookie that they drafted.
Yeah.
Bolson.
And I think the only returning starter is Jonah Williams.
Yep.
Their other only returning starter played last night when Jonah Williams got hurt. That dude's on the fucking bench. I mean, that's how bad their O-line was last year, and he had a great year. It is very confusing. The Bengals, to me, are the most confusing team in football right now. Why are they not good? They only got better on paper to
The
me.
head coach.
It has to be Zach Taylor.
Yeah.
Fire Zach Taylor.
Yeah, it has to be.
Zach
Yeah,
Taylor.
I mean, if we can fire Matt Nagy after an NFC championship, they can fire him after a NFC North championship, divisional championship.
Yeah. So
I-
you're
I
taking
really-
Mixon over
I-
Lenny.
I think I take Mixon over Lenny. I don't know. I really
it's
like
really
Joe
close.
Mixon. It is close.
very
I think they're
close.
very similar players.
Lenny's
I think they're the
Lenny's a
same.
little bit bigger and better bruiser, but I do like Joe open field more than Lenny
Yeah.
to juke somebody out because Lenny's a lot more going to truck somebody, you know. But I don't know.
I
I
would
really
just
like Joe
rather-
Mixon, but his team is making him look bad.
I
right
would
now.
just rather have Lenny.
There was something floating around Twitter today that someone posted. It was that if you look at Mixon, you can tell if it's a run or a pass.
I did
Oh,
see that.
yeah.
Saw that, right?
Really?
He stood
Yep.
So
straight
that will
up.
be interesting to see if that is caught on to, if he changes it next week and so on. But I thought that was weird.
Yeah.
So, and obviously that's not anything towards his game because it's just a small little thing, but it does give the play away.
I mean, if anything, you got to look at a coach has to pick up on
Yeah, right,
tendencies
yeah,
and
yeah.
things like that. You have to be telling your players,
Yeah.
hey,
That video
I
was crazy.
I know what you're doing every play.
I mean,
based on
someone
how
on
you're
Twitter
standing.
picked it up in your coach's
Yeah, coach has got to. You're looking at film every day, dude. You got to see that.
back.
The running back coach. What's his name? So you're taking, are you Joe or Lenny, Connor? I don't know if we got your answer.
I'm gonna do Mixon just because I think of what you said, the home run speed. Like
Mhm.
Lenny, maybe when he was in college, could break away one like that. Mixon can do it when he gets the right play call and the situation favors him. But he is not getting the right play call, and the situation is not favoring him. So
Yeah.
it's
I
kind
would
of getting
really
bottled up.
And I liked your idea of swapping the running backs. I really think Mixon would excel in that Bucs offense. I think
That's
he
a good
would.
point. That's a really good point.
And I feel like Tom Brady, there's no one better at finding their running back when nothing else is open.
Mhm.
Tom Brady, I mean, how many times you see him throw out to a swing or arrow route by the running back?
All the time.
But next one, kind of weird one because they're so opposite. But Austin Eckler,
Lenny.
Eckler.
I think I'd go Eckler for this day and age of football.
Eckler. I don't think it's a question.
And I don't
either.
think Eckler is as
You don't think it's a
bad.
question?
No.
No,
I don't
it's
think so
definitely
either.
a question.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Why would it not be a question?
Why? What are you saying? You don't think it's a question?
No,
Eckler
no,
versus Lenny?
it shouldn't be a question. No. Not even close.
That's crazy to say.
How?
You can take Eckler and I'm fine with it, but to say it's not even a question is
So you
wild.
said it's not even a question, but
I-
like you questioned the Joe Mixon when you think Eckler's that much better than Joe Mixon.
Eckler just rolled out of a 20 touchdown season.
Yeah, and
So
Oh,
his opportunity is what you're getting excited about?
He's
Like-
making the most of every opportunity. He's
Yeah,
a
I
better
know.
receiving back. There's no question.
Obviously, yeah.
Well,
And
that's-
the running.
I would give it. He's
It's
not. He's
there.
not a
It's-
terrible runner.
so
like
don't
people
No,
try
no,
make
no,
that
no,
that
no,
out.
no. I'm not. I'm fine with you
Eckler
taking
wins.
it.
Clears.
It's not clear though.
Eckler clears.
How?
Eckler clears. I just said he's a way better pass catcher, and you can't question that. And the running is very similar.
I would take Lenny running the ball 100 times.
Okay,
out
but
of
it's not
100.
like that much of a drop off where it's like that. Like it's a big one.
I don't know.
Connor, did you agree with me?
I do agree with you. I'm just looking up the
That's-
rushing grades right now.
That's just crazy to say. It's
And
not even a
Eckler's
question.
5'8".
What I think.
What does height have to do with
what-
anything?
I'm saying he's so small. Like him doing this is insane.
What does make Eckler so nice running in between the tackles is like
can't really
realistically,
see him.
You don't
how
know
can a
where he is.
linebacker see what hole he's coming out of?
I don't
Eckler is
know.
by far better, and it's stop.
I don't think it's by far.
No, that's
There's
what I'm getting caught
there's
up on. You're acting
situations-
like it's not even a question.
There's situations where you look at Eckler and you're like, oh my God, we don't have the right running back to be able to run this play with him. Like a 4th and 1. Can you run it up the middle with Eckler?
Probably
no,
not.
bro.
That's what
You
I'm
have to do
right.
some sort of trick play, pass the ball, short.
I'm not trying to
game.
get heated. All I'm saying is to say it's not a question is wild.
Yeah.
That is a wild thing to say. You could take Eckler, and I'm fine with that. But like,
Who's better with the ball in their hands? Would you rather throw a screen to Eckler or Lenny?
bro, and you're
That's a big part too, because receiving.
so
back,
you're just saying receiving.
bro. It's just that much of a gap.
I don't think so. It's not as much as you think.
I-
Lenny's a very good receiver too.
To Connor's point, though, if you flip them, imagine how well
Look
Eckler
at
would do
Eckler
on the
and
Bucks.
the Bucks.
Look at
But
Lenny
I-
on the Chargers.
but I
He would
know-
snap.
I don't know who I'm taking.
Why
I'm
not
just trying
that-
to put. I'm just trying to put out that point. I
It's
don't know
not
who
that
I'm
much.
taking.
No,
It's that's hard
Lenny on
to
the Chargers
compare.
would be
That's hard to
crazy.
compare Lenny on that team because I mean the Chargers just don't run the football.
Yeah.
And they don't run it traditionally either.
Okay.
Lenny is way better at running
We're gonna-
with their quarterback under center and he gets a full head of steam. They're like I think this came out about Le'Veon a little while back, like when Le'Veon, like why did he get bad? Like why was he good on the Steelers? He's not like he wasn't good at running from certain positions. Some running backs are better at running when they get a full head of steam, quarterback under center, which Tom runs a lot under center. You always see Herbert in the shotgun. I don't think Lenny is a great runner out of shotgun. I think he's
That's-
more like eye
downhill.
back,
Downhill.
single back formation, like get the ball and I've already been
Fair.
sprinting for 5 yards.
Interesting enough,
I don't think that's true though either.
Leonard Fournette has the higher receiving grade
That's
than
what I'm
Austin Eckler
saying.
this year, but Austin Eckler has a higher rushing grade. through
That's
5
okay.
weeks.
So it's flipped.
So it's flip flop, but Eckler has a higher rushing grade by a considerable amount, and Fournette has The second highest receiving grade of all running backs, Eckler's third.
This is where I'll go back to.
I told you. I'm
I
not
think it's-
wrong.
I
I'm
think
telling
it's
you.
like Lenny
Eckler-
being-
Okay,
No,
no, wait,
talking
you're
about
talking
getting-
about the receiving being crazy. Eckler out-targeted him by 10 passes.
When?
Last year, 10.
Okay, what was the yards? That's the most important.
But I think Lenny's rushing grade is getting diminished by they have a whole new 3 interior.
Yeah.
And
All right.
that's the biggest part of the
That's
run
fair.
game is the guards and
That's
center
fair.
to get a push
Was that
up
last year?
in the middle. No, I'm saying this
Oh,
year.
I'm asking Connor.
Oh no. This is all been this year. But how about this little sway action? We got a 25 pass blocking grade from Leonard, awful, but a 20 for Eckler. So Leonard has him in the pass
So
blocking.
they both suck at pass.
They're both
block, is
awful.
what you're telling me.
Hey, Lenny has that.
All right.
He's
Well, let's
got him
move on.
that.
I just think it's closer than you're making it out to be.
Let us know in the comments.
That's crazy.
Are you giving us your last one, or is that was the last one?
I could do one more. Connor, did you want to pick between Lenny and Eckler?
I'm just taking Eckler because I'm an Eckler guy. I don't really have a horse in this race, so I'm taking the back seat.
I feel you. Let's go last one. Let's go Dalvin Cook for the last one. Kind of a tough one, you know. Dalvin Cook, he looks like an MVP kind of running back, best running back, but then it's like he'll go games where he doesn't do anything or he'll get hurt.
I'll go.
If we're going off skill,
What's the age difference?
I think it's like
They're
around the
both
same.
27.
Okay.
Every running back I've named is. I was going to say this at the end. Every running back I've named is 27. Only Joe Mixon was 26.
Okay.
So all these guys
Young
about the same
still.
point in their
Yeah.
career.
I would say based off of skill, give me Cook. I think he's still one of the most electrifying running
Mhm.
backs in the NFL. But like the injuries, like I don't really trust that.
Yeah.
So
Right on the nail. I would say Cook, but
skill
injuries
Cook,
are very
but,
scary.
Like if I want him on my team and trust him, give me Lenny, if that makes sense.
I think I'd take Cook based on talent and yeah, I don't know.
I'd take
I
Cook
feel like
too.
you go to the Vikings to die, so it's tough to succeed.
I'll
there.
go Cook.
I don't know. They've had a historic running back group, but let's talk about AP. I'm gonna take Cook just because I do think home run speed is super important for the running back position. If you can break off the long ones, that's extremely valuable to the offense. And I like the outside zone scheme a lot. I don't think Lenny's built for that. Lenny's built for the shotgun handoff draws up the middle screens, and Cook can hit the edge and hit it fast, make
He's
those
fast,
big
yeah.
plays. He's fast, and I'm a speed guy, so I'm gonna take Cook. But those were really interesting
They were good
running
comps.
backs. Yeah, that was. We had
Yeah, my
some
bad
tough
for saying
ones.
Zeke. I just wanted to hear Tyler over anyone.
That was a trap one. That was a trap for sure.
Before we wrap it up, can I ask a question? It's running back related. It's related to this. Do you think, like, with the Panthers being on the market, like, what if I don't know if they need to, but like talking about like swapping McCaffrey or Lenny in that offense?
I mean,
Oh,
it would
McCaffrey.
be ridiculous.
McCaffrey would be
McCaffrey.
That's what I'm
Caffrey.
saying.
To me,
Yeah.
McCaffrey has to still be the best running back in the league.
You think?
And I think it's just you're on such a bad team.
Yeah.
Like he's
basically
on
dying.
he's on the field for them every play. He never gets tired.
Yeah.
Like I think he usually plays around 95% of their snaps for the game. It's just hard to get going when Baker can't fucking do anything.
Yeah,
You
he
know?
stinks.
Yeah, he's.
But I think it was
He
kind of,
stinks.
if
Give
CMC went to the
somewhere
Bucks, he
else.
would go.
Yeah, put
crazy.
CMC somewhere else.
McCaffrey's top 6 in rushing grade, and he's top 10 in receiving grade. So he's still got it.
Yeah.
He's still got
Couple
it.
drops
I don't
yesterday.
think it
though.
was
Couple
a-
drops late.
I don't
game.
think it was a
Might be-
Cost me a
question.
couple fantasy points.
I don't think it was a question if he still had it or not. I think it was just the injuries.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all it was.
Actually, not a bad pass blocking grade as well either.
He's
I
got
think
it
they might
stocky.
have the drops on here.
He's a little big.
He has 1 drop on the year.
Okay,
The biggest thing with CMC is they don't need to give him the ball
every time.
30
Yeah.
times a
Why
game.
does it say he has an interception?
It'd be cool if they did.
Fantasy wise, yeah.
Or he was involved in an interception?
I actually don't want to talk about fantasy. I don't know why I brought it up.
Is that it then?
It should be.
We're done.
Do we want to?
Did
How
we
much?
want to talk about
Oh, we got
the
an hour.
possible Panthers breakup? They're breaking up the boys, possibly.
I gotta get
How
out.
about everybody does a trade, just that they like to see. If the Panthers are selling the whole team, selling the market, what trade do you want to see?
DJ Moore is a bear. He's a bear.
DJ Moore is
that
a
would be
bear.
sick.
That would be
That
awesome.
would be sick
But I think a contender would swoop him up, and I think it'd be like the Packers.
for DJ Moore.
That'd be sick.
Makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense.
Chiefs, maybe.
Chiefs could definitely in that. Yeah.
I'll say
Maybe the
How
Ravens.
much money do these guys have?
Maybe the
These
Ravens.
teams to pick up his contract because DJ Moore just got a new deal.
I think,
he
it's,
did?
He's not gonna be cheap.
Oh,
I think it's
yeah,
like a
got a
20
bag.
million a year.
Yeah, 20
Something
mil.
like that,
So it's a
yeah.
little bag.
Okay, maybe
It's a little
not the
baguette.
Chiefs then.
A little baggy.
CMC to the Bills.
Oh,
Yeah,
Good
that,
one.
that would be ridiculous.
I stole it off Twitter.
That would suck.
What's the
for everyone
CMC
else.
contract? Because he got it
Oh,
early.
it's big.
It's got it
big.
now, but like
No.
early that like it's
No,
can't
he
be more
got.
than
He's
20.
the highest paid.
And can't get
Or
more
he,
than
at
20.
the time, he was the highest paid.
No,
ever.
I'm sure
Maybe
at the time.
19. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
not even crazy for someone as good as him.
Yeah.
And you could look at the Panthers and be like, "We'll give you some draft picks. Just eat this contract for us." And
4 years, 64 million.
it's not bad at all. It's so about 15 mil a year.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's not bad at all to pick up McCaffrey if you're the Bills.
Right. I think Brian Burns might be on his rookie deal still. So I'm gonna say Panthers trade him to the.
I think he's a foundation guy for them.
That's true. I
Is
think
there
if
a
you hit
foundation?
He's a dog.
Is
He's
there a
great.
foundation
He's
though?
a dog.
But if, yeah,
No.
if they
Is
ain't
there
got
a
it,
foundation?
There's no foundation.
I mean,
There's none.
Matt Rule had been building something, right? Yeah, he said it'd take
No,
a couple
no
years.
shot.
Right?
He was building straw houses. That's what he was building. Straw houses. They were just blowing down every time. Someone scored 17 points. Every time someone scored 17 points, the Big Bad Wolves came.
What was it? The stat was like 1 win.
Maybe, I think.
One
I don't
win
even know if that's
the other team
that's
scored
not
17.
1
even-
and 27.
maybe. Yeah, I was gonna say 0-27.
I want to see Brian Burns either on the Chiefs or the Ravens. Brian Burns
Ravens could use him.
Brian Burns on the Ravens would be sick.
He seems like a Raven.
He does,
Like,
right?
get that dude a single digit and toss him on in a Ravens all black uni.
The little Spidey celebration after the sacks.
I'm gonna be.
All right. Well, that has been the pod, guys. Thank you for listening.
Shout out Nathan for
Shout
hopping
out
on.
Yeah.
Nathan. Thank you for coming
Thank
It
on.
was
sir.
fun, guys. Thank you.
Did a great job.
I know.
Maybe a recurring guest.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, as long as Dobbs isn't here, I'll still be the best looking dude here. So.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, fellas.